I bet this video can get the same number of likes and comments.
There's the boy. There's
the man who is yoked out to the extreme.
He beat the shit out of me. I promise you that.
Let's be honest. He'd beat the shit out of both of us. Spit an apple in our faces. And we love every minute of it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, most professional wrestlers will beat the dog shit out of me, so I'm not even gonna front. Most, I said most.
Yeah,
there's only one I don't think could beat me in a fight, and I won't name his name solely because then I would have to back it up, and I'm not 100% confident.
Name the name. Name the name. Put it out there, man. Put it out into the universe.
No, because then you will always talk about this human, and I don't want to. So.
Is it Logan Paul?
No, fuck no. Logan Paul could whoop my ass. He's ripped. He's athletic. I don't know why people trip so hard.
He's athletic. He could crush you with his wallet. I mean,
yeah, or Crypto Zoo. No, I like
Logan Paul. Did my man just did you just do an attack on Logan Paul? I love it. Do it again. Come on.
No.
Shit on Prime now.
No. First of all, I like Logan Paul, but I also like CoffeeZilla, and I also like consumers not getting fucked over. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
You can at least admit that he did fuck some people over.
Yes, I can admit that.
Yeah, yes. Okay, good. I'll take it. You guys don't know how much of a fucking of a win that is for me. He doesn't admit to shit. He's a dirty, rotten schemer. And getting that out of him is great. But anyways, let's talk about Carlito. Some people may be wondering why Carlito, because there were a lot of rumors that after the Backlash, him showing up at Backlash, that he might be showing up in a more permanent sense in the WWE, as in getting a contract. There's been a lot of talk about it, and it was supposed to happen, I think, at the 7th Smackdown, the one on the 7th, but I think it was on the 7th, but it didn't happen because they, I think that was the one where they had the tribal council.
Yeah, the tribal council.
The trial of fucking Roman Reigns or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, so from what I hear, like he's still gonna debut, but they thought that because he'd have to go up against that, it might take away from his thunder a bit. Now, personally, I think that Carlito's thunder wouldn't have been affected at all. Like Carlito's, to me, I understand that he got a little bit of a bigger pop in Puerto Rico because he's Puerto Rican, but I think that people really want to see a Carlito. I think you get a plenty powerful pop, even if there's a bloodline story going on. It's not as. This is why I kind of equate it to like compare it to CM Punk. He got a huge pop in Chicago, but he got much less of a pop in other places. Yeah, because he's from Chicago. I don't think that would happen with Carlito. I think Carlito is just, people want to see Carlito. I loved him back when he was on WWE. I still love him to this day. I want to see him spit apples into everybody's faces, especially Logan Paul.
I know he's cheering for Ricochet at the pay-per-view.
Dude, Carlito could wipe shit off of his ass, just rub it in Logan Paul's face, and you wouldn't see me with a bigger smile on my face if I got married, had kids, nothing. That would be the happiest moment of my life, seeing Carlito shit on fucking Logan Paul's face. Yep. And if I end up having kids and you're watching this in the future, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry.
No, someone out there on the interwebs needs to clip what you said, but cut it right at the exact moment, because you said seeing Carlito shit on Logan Paul So
Hey,
it makes it sound
hey.
like
Wipe
a
shit on.
scat.
No, I said wipe shit on Logan Paul.
No. But the second time you didn't say wipe. So
Okay.
so it makes it sound like a scat fetish.
Hey, man. Hey, I'd pay to see it. Um,
Yeah.
I'd pay to see anyone shit on Logan Paul's face. Is not sexual at all. I just think that Logan Paul needs
Don't
to have
lie.
shit on him. Don't
Don
fuck off.
Mystic's magic
Fuck off.
wand. Hard as a rock.
Now, what you don't know is that Don, whatever the fuck his name is this week, likes it. He loves golden shower videos. He really does. His greatest wish is that Carlito just whips it out and takes a piss right on him. Right on him.
Oh yeah.
Just
Water
uses
sport,
him as a
baby.
fire hydrant, man.
Oh yeah. Let's water sport it up. Anyway, Puerto Rico's an island surrounded by water. Just FYI. Anywho,
We're not the liquid we're talking about.
no, I think I think whenever if you're gonna bring back like say bringing back Carlito at a massive pop in Puerto Rico, and he's yoked, the looks a lot like I was like, damn, dude looks better now than he did back then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I wouldn't bring a guy back just to do nothing with him, because then then what's the hell's the point, right? So
Yeah.
have a feud, have a storyline, have it run a few pay-per-views or PLEs or
Like, you know what I
whatever.
would love to see?
So
I
don't
think-
run him in on a random ass SmackDown for the sake of it. Bring him in with intention.
Yeah, I wouldn't love to see him like maybe take the belt off of Austin Theory,
That'd be tight.
because why the fuck Austin Theory still has that belt is beyond me.
I know,
But
right?
he's on SmackDown, right? Austin Theory.
Yes.
I believe so, yeah. So, like, have him take the belt off Austin Theory. Austin, for once, people like actually have emotions during an Austin Theory match. Won't be for Austin Theory, but at least people will be like invested.
People will care. Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, all that could do is make Austin Theory grow. I'm telling you, his career has more years left
Oh yeah,
than he
yeah.
has
I think
completed. So
I
he's
think
not. He could be like
he's a
4 or 5.
well-built guy. He just
Yeah.
needs to learn to be better on the mic.
Yeah.
He needs to get a gimmick that he's behind. Like, because I really don't think that he's behind. He doesn't seem to be
8
that
Town Down.
interested. Yeah, he doesn't just. It seems like he doesn't care to me. And how can you expect me to care about his gimmick if he doesn't, or if I don't
Right.
feel
Right.
he does? But we're getting off the subject.
No,
Carlito's going to be great as long as he come back, as long as he isn't booked like dog shit, which is a real concern, especially if like Vince McMahon is anywhere near the red button or whatever you want to call it.
I know, right?
Oh my
But
god!
but what makes that good is the fact that they're not running him out on a random SmackDown. They're going to take their time, and I think that's good, because you don't want Carlito coming in at doing nothing, and then just be like, oh yeah, every couple months he's in a Legends match, and either gets put someone over, or then it gets kind of like, I don't know. There's a part of me that loves when legends come back, but there's also a part of me that's like, just go do the senior circuit, because you don't have a legit. They're not going to book you to go over. In fact, all they're going to do is try to humiliate you, and not because they hate the work you've done. It's they're trying to get someone else over who's got more years in. Right? Like Randy Orton, when he was the legend killer, Randy Orton, I was like, I don't know. I found that gimmick. I was like, you're just, I don't know. They're putting you over at the expense of all these legends, but you're not getting the rub that you should be getting from these legends, because it's not competitive. Everyone, your moniker is the legend killer, and everyone knows they're pushing you, so you're going to go over. It's not like, you talk about Austin Theory and Carlito. You could have a situation where Carlito comes in, feuds with Austin Theory, takes a belt off him, and then Theory has to work to get that belt back, right?
Yeah.
And even though maybe in the long run Theory's going to get the belt back, but in those brief moments, now there's some rub. Now it's like, okay, you went toe to toe with Carlito for the U.S. title. You know, you had to overcome some adversity, even if you are a heel, even if you're, you know, positioned as a heel, because then you get the rub. But if you just come in and just beat up a legend and pin him in, you know, 4 minutes on a you know, small throwaway segment on Monday Night Raw, then that's no, you don't get rubbed for that. It's just like, you know, that's just like, well, you know, there's a reason why you don't book Jake Roberts currently, because his knees don't work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a multitude of other things, and he needs to be healthy.
I do want to point this
for
out
himself, right?
I do want to point this out. While Austin Theory probably has a lot more years left in him than Carlito, Carlito still has plenty of years left in him.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look at this man. He is fucking yoked, dude.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying you don't.
Yeah. I know you're
get
not.
the
I just
proper
wanted to, like, you know,
Yeah.
express it to the people who might take it the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to get a legend rub, like to get, like, say, to get a quality win over Carlito. Carlito has to be a viable force to win that match, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what makes so many of the great all-time matches, is the possibility that both men could win. Right? I've seen matches between Triple H and The Undertaker, and where people are like, well, shit, Undertaker's probably going to win this, probably. But then Triple H goes over so many times that people are like, oh my God, who could, you know, both men have a legit chance of winning this.
You know
That's
what?
what makes matches like that so good.
Yeah,
Because
you know what ones I love to point at, the Undertaker Triple H or not Triple H Undertaker HBK matches at WrestleMania, because even though you were like, oh, it's probably not going to happen because, I mean, Undertaker's got the streak, they're going to protect that.
Right.
The matches themselves were so good, you're like, they had you thinking, well, maybe.
Right, maybe. In fact, the only thing I'd have done if I were WWE for the Shawn Michaels and Undertaker match, the retirement versus streak match, so that would be the rematch. I believe 26 WrestleMania 26, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but the only thing I'd have done differently is because the dirt sheets all are like, you know, Shawn's supposed to be retiring, so Undertaker's for sure going over. I would have ran a local advertisement for whatever house shows they had coming up after WrestleMania, and I would advertise on the poster, on the bill, on the card, right, Shawn Michaels in the main event, and maybe even include a promotional, they put out like, oh, this is our 24/7 live wire, or what's it called now? It's called the Showdown Super Show, whatever it's called now, right?
I think it's Super Show.
Right. Right. But you put out, here's the upcoming dates, but you insert a picture of Shawn Michaels. So you basically are baiting all of the dirt sheet sites to be like, wait a minute, they're advertising Shawn Michaels a month from now. How can he retire if they're advertising him as being part of the show, right? Because then you're like, are they ending the streak? And there's no giveaway of which way they're going.
Yeah,
I would have done
you
it
might
that
even
way.
and you might even say, oh, okay, well, if they're booking him a month afterwards, it's almost guaranteed that he's gonna win, because otherwise he wouldn't be there. So
Exactly.
not only are you like making it seem like it's a little bit less obvious who's going to win.
Exactly.
You're actually making it seem like, oh, he's actually going to win. So they'll start publishing the wrong shit, and then the shock is even bigger.
But that's exactly what we're talking about, is because both Undertaker and Shawn Michaels had a legit chance of winning those matches. So if you're bringing in Carlito, he has to have a legit chance of winning those matches. Otherwise, putting someone over isn't going to give them any juice, right? If you truly believe, like, hey, wait a minute, this guy might have a chance to win, instantly the match gets better. then
Well,
this guy
what
is
I
never
would
going to
do,
win.
is kind of like what they're doing with Cody Rhodes in a multi-match type of thing, but instead of doing 3, do 2. First one, Austin Theory wins in like a bullshit sort of way. Second one, Carlito takes like the belt, have him go on a little bit of a run. And then you have to have Austin Theory go on some kind of a like
Matching
redemption,
run.
redemption type of thing, and then have him take it off of him, and maybe 6 months down the line, when there have been a couple like pay-per-views in between, and have him go on a streak or something like that.
Yeah,
But
just something. Yeah, if you do in that way, he could get okay, then now Austin Theory's matches against Carlito mean something. They mean something even more. But I'm not saying, and we're not saying everybody that's how they're gonna book Carlito and Austin Theory. We're just speculating as to
we're just saying how.
we could bring
We're
him
just saying
back
that
with some flair. Right?
You need to book Carlito right if you're going to bring him back.
Basically, he can't walk in and be giving up pins like candy. Otherwise, it does nothing for anybody.
If anything, he should be like there should be at least 10 wins before he even gets beat. And even if you have to throw some jobbers at him, that's fine. But but there also has to be some like quality wins in there, and maybe like a non-title match
right.
against like Austin Theory or maybe Gunther even.
Because of Carlito's size, I think he could probably have a great match with Gunther. You know what I mean?
Well, I think a lot of people could have a great match with Gunther. Gunther's a great wrestler.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying but if you look at the sheer size of Gunther, right?
Yeah.
Like, I thought, we said this last week or the week before that I really liked the Riddle Gunther match. It showed a different side of Riddle, right? And I really liked it, but I also really liked how it ended. But also, I under no circumstances thought if they're going to be doing a very physical kind of strong style match, Riddle's not going to win that. Not because Riddle can't, because Riddle's a real life MMA fighter before he became a wrestler, but because it's not in the character, it's not in the bro character that he's built. It's just like Stone Cold wasn't gonna do a triple moonsault off top of the Hell in a Cell.
Although that would have been hilarious, they do a little photo in the middle of it of him chugging beer while he's doing it.
But you get the point.
It wasn't gonna happen, and that if anything was gonna fuck up his neck even worse, doing that would probably do it. Anyway, so that's all we really got to say about that.